What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays here, and in this video we're going to be going over 4 Knicks players who are ready to break out this season. Before we get into this video though, I usually don't like to mention this in the beginning, but about 92% of you guys watching this video are not subscribed to my channel. So if you've been enjoying and keeping up with my videos recently, it would really mean the world to me if you guys subscribed. And I know that sounds super cliche, but I'm serious, it means so much that I can even express. So with that said, let's get back into the video. The Knicks completely revamped the roster this season and have so many different players who are finally going to get a huge shot at making a giant name for themselves. Also to mention, if there are a few players missing from this list who have a possibility of having a breakout season this year, it's not like I hate them, unless we're talking about Wayne Ellington, but I don't think they're as likely to break out compared to these 4 players in this video. Also, for some of the younger Knicks players who are not picked in this video, I'm not saying that they're not going to ever be good or break out ever, rather that this season is not going to be the year where they get over the hump. At the end of the video, I will explain the players who are not on this list as well as why that is the case. So with that said, let's hop right into it. Breakout player number 1. Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. is one of my sleeper Knicks players heading into this season because there is so much potential that has yet to be unleashed with this game. If you guys have been keeping up with my videos, I always talk about DSJ improving his shot, but have yet to really give evidence on what he's working on specifically and with who. Well, I have that info, and he's working with one of the Knicks assistant coaches, Keith Smart, also known as the Shock Doctor. And he's basically been working with DSJ in North Carolina and New York to help him restore his balance in his shooting motion, tweak his form, and break bad habits. The Knicks also understood that in trading for DSJ, they saw a player with true potential of becoming a star with his insane athleticism, and Keith Smart even reviewed tape and workouts to see how he could help DSJ fix his biggest weakness, his jump shot. The research for this process has been going on ever since February, and now that the plan has been executed, progress should be shown this upcoming season. Even DSJ sees significant improvement in his shot, as he says this.
It's been great. Got a lot of work in with Smarty, building my confidence with my shot, working on my body, so I feel great. Summertime is the perfect time if you want to change a shot, so that's what we've been doing from the start of it. And now, you know, it's coming around full circle. I'm feeling good, I'm confident with it, and it's a consistent motion.
Now, having a great shooting form is great, but what makes it so amazing is not just the ability to make shots. If DSJ's shot improves to 47% from the field and 35% from 3, which is about a 7% improvement, he will immediately create floor spacing, and defenders will have to respect his shooting abilities when guarding him one-on-one. And since he's already one of the most athletic players in the NBA, guarding him will be a nightmare. He's 21 years old and has been in the NBA for 2 seasons now, so he should have a better understanding for the NBA, which should slow the game down for him, allowing him to have one of the biggest breakout seasons on the Knicks and maybe even in the NBA. His opportunity hasn't gotten all that worse with Elfrid Payton there, and I genuinely believe that DSJ has a chance to be in the running for most improved player. That's how important a jump shot is in today's NBA. Breakout player number 2, Mitchell Robinson. This one's a no-brainer because Mitchell Robinson will have all the opportunity in the world to be a top 10 center in the league this season. Mitch came into the season last year without playing organized basketball for an entire year, so obviously it's going to take some time to get back in shape and get used to the NBA. In the first half of the season, he didn't have a significant role on the team, but after the Kristaps Porzingis trade, everything changed and he was playing about 20 to 25 minutes a game, leading the league in blocks during that time frame, becoming a defensive menace. Overall, at the end of the season, he averaged 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks in just over 20 minutes per game. If Mitch was playing 30 minutes per game like he probably will this season with the opportunity he has, he would have averaged 10.5 points, 9 rebounds, and 3.6 blocks. These numbers for any player is absolutely incredible, and these numbers aren't even accounting for the improvements that he has been making this offseason. The way Mitch plays, there's a much lower chance that he will regress this season, so it's safe to say that he will put up even bigger and better numbers. He already had a top 25 PER this season, so next year with DeAndre Jordan gone and Taj Gibson as his main competition, there should be a significant increase in his production. The only thing that could limit him this season is getting into foul trouble too much because he is known to foul a lot, and even in the summer league, he was fouling 6+ times in a couple of the games. Then again, it's summer league, so we shouldn't look too much into it. Breakout player number 3, Julius Randle. The Knicks signed Julius Randle to a 3-year deal this summer, and he's one of those players who is ready to go off this season. This is where things begin to get complicated because he did just come off of a season where he averaged 21 points and 9 rebounds on pretty good percentages, so how much more can you really break out? However, Julius Randle will be the first option on a very young Knicks team who has a lot of young players still trying to find their footing in the NBA. Last season on the Pelicans, he was overshadowed by AD and Drew Holiday for the majority of the season and did most of his damage with the second unit. Now this is important because during this time he was usually the first option, sometimes the second option when Drew or AD would play with the second unit, so he excels at being one of the top options on the team. The starters will most likely be DSJ, RJ, Marcus Morris, Julius Randle, and Mitch, so he will be the best offensive player on the floor by far. On top of this, Randle is 24 years old and has been improving every single season, so this year could be the year he comes out averaging 25 points and 10 rebounds per game. His defense is his major downside, but he's playing next to Mitch and Marcus Morris, so I doubt his weakness will be detrimental to the team. The fit in New York is absolutely amazing, and call me crazy, but in the East with KD hurt and Kawhi gone, I think Julius Randle could sneak into the All-Star game this year. Breakout player number 4, Alonzo Trier. Everything that Alonzo Trier has done this offseason has been absolutely amazing. For example, he played 1 game in the Summer League before getting sick, and he scored 21 points and 5 rebounds against the Pelicans. Not only did he have these stats, but his game was so fluid, he shot at an extremely high percentage from the field, and looked like a true veteran, which is what you want from second-year players in the Summer League. With all the competition that's going on the Knicks roster, Trier's role as a 6-man who will come in and score at will is pretty solid. He will come off of the bench and give a quick burst of just pure scoring while shooting at an extremely high percentage. Last season, he shot 45% from the field as a rookie. In this offseason, he and the Knicks have made his main goal to shoot more threes and at a higher percentage. The cherry on top about Trier is this season he's in a contract year since the Knicks signed him to a 2-year $7 million deal last season. He's going to be extremely motivated to play as well as he can this season so he can get a huge payday from the Knicks or another team in free agency. Out of all the players on the bench for the Knicks, Trier is my best bet to have the best improvement this season. Now that is the final player, but the reason Kevin Knox, Ignas Brazdeikis, and Frank Ntilikina are not on the list is because the competition here is going to be too extreme for them to have the opportunity to break out. Kevin Knox will be competing with Marcus Morris and Reggie Bullock, and although this will be good for him in the long run, this season may not be the year that Kevin will be able to pull everything together due to his lack of opportunity. I hope I'm wrong though, I hope I am. The Knicks are piling everyone in front of Frank Ntilikina, and he's going to find a hard time getting minutes, and the thing about Frank is he needs more confidence in his game, and the lack of minutes will not help with that too much. I love the guy and think he has so much potential, but the Knicks need to make a plan for what they're doing with him. This season, Ignas could be a late bloomer, but to start the season, expect him to be on the Knicks, but not playing and getting most of his playing time in the G League. He played great in the Summer League, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring this season. So with that said, what do you guys think about these players who are ready to break out this year? And as I said earlier, the majority of you guys watching this video are not subscribed, so make sure you hit the red button that says subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Also, if you've made it this far, I think I'm going to be doing a Knicks rebuild on 2K20 on Friday when it comes out, so be on the lookout for that. And with that said, I'm out, and peace!